Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Gakuborud and I'm back again. I know it's been a minute since I sat down and did a video for you guys, a talk video. So in today's video, I'll go right into it. I'm going to be talking about how to grow long natural hair in the year 2023. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I've seen most of the natural hair YouTubers and influencers, they are really going into relaxers, and that just tells me a lot about some of the people that we followed. But okay, it also tells me that it is really true that natural hair is not cheap and natural hair is work. So going straight into the video, and before I do, kindly hit that subscribe button. The first thing that we shall be doing this year is putting our hair up in protective styles, and this means that you have to find a style that works for you. For me, it's been let me call them 2 years. It's been 2 years of trying to grow long hair, and along the way, because during the same time I was transitioning, so my transition took about 1.5 years, 1 year, 8 months, because I couldn't go for the big chop. I wasn't brave enough. But during that time, my protective styles that I was using, that I thought were protective, ended up not being protective, because some of the protective styles that I were using, I'll insert pictures here, were some twists, and the worst of them all were some passion twists and Nubian twists that I did that really broke off my hair. And at that point, that's when I decided that I'm not going to be doing any more twists to my hair, because I realized that my hair looked shorter and really broke off because it was tangled into the braids. So basically what I just decided is that I'll be doing my own hair and I'll be doing 3-strand twist. Excuse me, what I have on right now, if you can see, I know at the start of the year these were a little bit bigger in size, but I have gone on with every rebraiding, I've gone on reducing their size, because I want to be able to keep them longer, and I felt like having them smaller in size would allow me to keep them for a longer period of time. Because previously the size that I had, I'll also insert a picture here, the size that I had, I only would manage to go for 3 weeks in them without feeling like my hair needed a redo. And so with this, I feel like because there are many, I would really want to keep them at least a month, at the extreme 2 months, but we will see. I just installed them on the 2nd. I started on the 1st of March 2023 and finished them on the 2nd in the evening, because it's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work. So you need to have a protective style. That's too much for the protective style. And when you're still at this point, going to the second point, I'll say that in your protective style, you need to have your ends tucked away. That's why I have these here, because you see, if I was to leave these out, my ends would end up tangling. But what I did, I braided the ends together after securing the hair and styling the way that I want to have it for the week or the next 2 weeks. I came up with this single braid, because my hair isn't that long, it is also not that thick. So basically I just did this one single braid where I braided everything together so that I'm able to tuck away my ends like this. And by tucking away your ends, you're securing your protective style and ensuring that everything is well put away and that your ends are well protected. And when we're still talking about ends, we move on to the third point, which is keep your ends moisturized. And by moisturized, I have said over and over again, moisturizing your hair involves putting an intentional process, not when you're rained on or when it's snowing out there, or when you just maybe in the shower and accidentally get your hair wet. It's an intentional process of introducing moisture into your hair and this moisture is in form of water. Some people say you should use distilled water, but at this point in time, with everything that is going, I'll just tell you, just use water. And I don't know why this fly is here. This is interesting. Anyway, so just go through an intentional process of introducing moisture into your hair strands, and especially your ends. Why am I insisting on your ends? It's because your ends are the parts of your hair that have worked with you the longest, and they are the most prone to breakage and split ends. Being moisturized, that keeps them healthy and prevents them from breaking. But you can't have them moisturized and still have them out, so doesn't work that way. So you moisturize your hair, if as much as you can, at least 2 to 3 days, if possible every other day, 2 times in a day. But depending on the porosity of your hair, at least 2 to 3 days. Don't let it go beyond that time. And if your hair can keep the moisture any longer, you can have your hair moisturized at least once or twice in a week, depending. But always make sure that when you feel your hair feels moisturized, and especially towards the ends. Next, as we are talking about ends, is that you should not be afraid of trimming or dusting damaged ends. So that includes split ends, and any other thing that looks dusty. So if your hair doesn't look right at the end, it will keep breaking, and split ends just keep on progressing, and the only thing that will happen is that you'll never see the growth, because everything will always look thin and unhealthy towards the end of your hair. So in as much as you might have long hair, it won't look healthy. So trimming your hair ensures that your hair is healthy. I'm not going to give you a timeline as to how often you should trim your hair, because our hair is different, but just trim your hair when you feel that the trim is needed. Not because someone said trim your hair every 2 to 3 months. Trim your hair because you need the trim, because also if you keep trimming healthy hair, you'll not see the growth. Remember that if you keep trimming healthy hair, you'll not see the growth. So just trim what is necessary. The next thing that I have my notebook here, so allow me to read from it for the next thing. That's the other things that I'm going to be talking about. The other things is that you should ensure that you wash your hair and scalp properly, just like any other situation. Your scalp is part of your skin, and the way you still wash your body to once, I mean, like almost every other day, if I may call it that, if I may say that. I don't know how often you take a shower and all that, but as much as you take care of your skin or your body, you should also consider taking that much care of your hair. Get me right, I'm not saying that you should wash your hair every other day. No, just come up with a regimen. At least once in a week, twice in a month. Find what works for you guys, and keep your hair and scalp clean, because that way it will be able to absorb all the good nutrients that you're giving to your hair in terms of products and all that. And also you'll be able to get rid of the buildup, and you also reduce your chances of getting infections such as fungal infections that lead to dandruff. If you've never known, dandruff is a sign of having a fungal infection on your skin, which is called, we could call it kind of like psoriasis on the skin, and that leads to shedding. So if you have an infection because of not washing your hair, girl, boy, what are you doing to yourself? Do something about it. Next time, the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, now that you're talking about products and washing your hair, I would want to let you know that in 2023, there is no certain product that is going to make your hair grow longer. Get me right, there's no certain product, there's no magic product that is going to make your hair grow longer. So whatever the products do, they just preserve the health of your hair and help you retain length. So if your hair grows at a rate of an inch in a month, there's no product that you'll apply to your hair and make it grow 6 inches in a month. That's just not possible. Scientifically, and I don't know, it just can't happen. Hair grows about half an inch to an inch in a month, give or take, but you don't expect your hair to grow 3 inches in a month or in a week. Nothing happens overnight. So don't be a product junkie. Use what works for you, use what's necessary, and leave the rest. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is, as you use your products, I would really want you to take time to detangle your hair after taking down a protective style or while installing a protective, whatever it is. So long as your hair is open, take time to detangle. And I would advocate for finger detangling hair. I've been doing this for the past 2 months, and I tell you guys, I'm proud of myself. I've always wanted to finger detangle consistently, but I always had a setback. But at this point, it's been 2 months. I'm proud of myself. Try to finger detangle. Be patient during the detangling process, because patience is what pays when it comes to detangling. Keep your hands out of your hair unless necessary, maybe when massaging your head, maybe when, don't keep taking out your hairstyle. You might have a protective style, but it won't be protective if you're taking it out before even a week or 2 are over. The best, if you ask me how long you should keep a protective style in, at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. Don't, if it has to be less than 2 weeks, at least 10 days. Have your hairstyle at least 10 days to 14 days. That way you'll be able to see some progress, and you'll be able to maintain the health of your hair, and it won't be so overwhelming for you. The next thing that I'm going to say is, you really need to love your hair and know that your hair grows regardless. So what matters is how you take care of it. If it's loving your hair, I say, what do you do for those things that you love, or for those people that you love? You pray for them, you wish them well, you take good care of them, you're kind towards them, you're patient with them. So all those nice things that you do to others, when you love them, do them for your hair, because your hair really needs that. So guys, that's it for this video. I'm going to insert a picture somewhere, maybe at the start or at the end, for you to see how these braids are looking. It's nothing fancy, it's just a simple hairstyle that I just installed for protective styling. And if you'd love to join me in the protective styling challenge, you're welcome. This is a 12-month long protective styling challenge, where we want to retain length in the year 2023 using mini braids. If you don't know what mini braids are, I'm going to insert a video. Will it be over here or over here? I think over here, showing you what mini braids are and how to do them. Kinda a tutorial. If you really want a detailed tutorial on the same, let me know. I'll be glad to show you. And now this video is getting long. I don't like doing videos over 10 minutes. This is already about 14 minutes. So until next time, guys, peace, 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 and kindly remember to subscribe. Bye.